Hi guys, welcome back to Golf with Cassie. Today is really bad weather, but we're gonna still try and do our driving, but it's definitely gonna make sure that our club swing and probably distance is a bit lower than it should usually be. But let's do it.
Okay, so in the last video, Cassie had a lot of blocks, and the reason the block comes, there was good strikes, but because the hands are a little bit ahead of the ball at strike, there's no way for the club to get round, and so it tends to strike, and there's no way to get the club straightened, so it pushes a little bit right. So today we're going to be working on the feeling of the club head dropping and releasing more on the right thigh. We did this a few years ago, and basically the club has a chance to straighten up by the time it hits the ball now and release all the way through. If we're here, we're dead. So we're just going to feel the hand dropping here and releasing. Feels like it's an early release, in fact, which is the opposite of what we've been doing with the irons. But for the driver, we're going to be hitting it on the up. For the irons, we're hitting it on the downward. So probably this is a consequence of doing a lot of work with the irons. But we have to make sure that this feels like it's almost releasing back here. So we're going to try and get Cassie to hit some draws to really feel like overemphasize that move. So if we're overemphasizing it and getting a big draw, really feel like we're getting it here and there, because there's a chance for it to release and accelerate through the ball. If we're here, there's no way to get the club face straight. Take it down the line. We feel like we're releasing almost at the right thigh to be able to get the club to get square with the ball. If we get the hands in front on a driver, we're dead. So almost feel like it's back here. We've got to keep the base very stable. We've got to stay in our posture. A little bit of weight almost on the right side to hold us back there. And we're going to push all the way a little bit backwards, which is absolutely fine. But what we don't want is this. I'll see if I can get hands ahead and get stuck. Oh, my hands are way ahead. All I could do was block it out with a bit of cut. But we want it almost like we're going to hook it. And that had a bit of a draw, but I felt like I was releasing way back here. But by the time my body drops in, I'm right on the money. Okay, let's see how Cassie does. We started with a couple of warm-up shots. This very fast. We're wearing a lot of clothes because it's cold. And we've been working, as you will have known from previous videos, that we've been working on trying to get the lower body a little bit stiller so that we're not swaying all over the place. That was a nice shot. But the one that we're trying to work on today is this one, the block, and potentially block and cut. Now Cassie's hands work pretty well, so even though she blocked that out, she managed to not slice it, but it will see this in slow motion. We do like the Rapsodo for this. It's okay. I mean, she's a little bit open, but not really that much problem. Backswing's looking good. That position is pretty decent. It's a little bit standing up though. And it's a little bit flat, but now her hands are just a little bit ahead. And this is why the club face doesn't have a chance to square up. And by the time she gets the ball, it's just, the hands are just a little bit ahead of the club face. Now she's got to flip it Well, sometimes it works. She gets the sort of hands turned over in time. But if she doesn't, you can see the hands now, the body has lost its shape altogether. It's just basically a flip around the body. So we've lost a lot of power there. By the time she finishes the swing, it all looks pretty standard. But at this point here, we're still on our toes, lost our spine posture, and we're flipping the hands to try to... Well, the brain knows that the club's not going to get square on its natural path, so it's flipped to try to square it up. But if it doesn't get there in time, then that's where we have that push to the right. We worked on trying to make the ball hook or draw by letting the club face release at the right thigh, so what feels like it's very early. And let's have an example of that. Right, a little bit. So I really asked her to release early and let the club face get a chance to square up and in fact over square. That's why we've gone left. So I was happy with that. That's exactly what we were trying to play. To feel what the club's doing and the club face is doing to get that result. One. Posture. Stay in posture. Good. Perfect. Okay. She's got the feel of that. I've asked her to hit a straight one. Bang. Good. Now it's straight. So she's got the club releasing a little bit earlier because we're hitting this on the upswing. It's not like an iron shot. Now I had a couple of swings. I tried to show her the draw. Feeling that release early, and there's the draw. But when I'm swinging, I don't feel like I have to work the hands too much because I'm letting the club swing around my body and square up as a natural consequence of the swing tempo. So when I hit it straight, I really feel like I'm not trying to do anything with my hands particularly. So you want to build up slowly, find the tempo that suits you. Where do you feel comfortable? Where can you push it a little bit without losing complete control? And then at what stage do you have to pull it back in?
Thanks for watching this video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Click the thumbs up button and subscribe. Bye.